you guys? It's your favorite quarantine cutie, Mel, back again on my Self Posture channel to give you guys yet another video. So what are we talking about today? We are going to talk about something that I like to call fear paralysis. What is fear paralysis? Basically, it's when you are afraid to do something. You're afraid to say something. You're afraid to act on something, and it causes you to do nothing. So this could, affect so many things. And I want to talk about why we have to move past fear and why we should move in spite of fear all of the time in any situation, whether it's love, whether it's a job opportunity, whether you're taking on a new endeavor, whatever it might be, whatever you feel like you need to do, make sure that you're always going to do that despite yourself. And what I mean by that is, I think it's perfectly healthy to have certain fears and to have certain cautions and certain warnings, things that make you feel some type of way, and I think it's very important to also listen to those hunches that you have from yourself and your intuition, but make sure it's your intuition and just not your fear. What made me want to talk about this today was I woke up this morning and I got on my Instagram, and every so often I'll get on there and just do like a little rant, but more so now I'm mostly invested in this channel, and I love that. I so love that I can just have like uninterrupted thought and just rant and just go in with you guys. But anyways, I was talking to my Instagram followers and I was just thanking a lot of them that I know have been with me for a long time. A lot of my followers have known me since elementary school, kindergarten even. I have people who met me in Atlanta, and I have those people in that fan base, and then I have people that I met here. And I'm sure that those people have seen me go through so many changes, and I feel like that's just a normal thing. Like, everybody changes, everybody goes through certain things, but I feel like the way I like to live my life is, I really go after things. So there are times when I might do something that seems so foreign to someone who's known me for a long time, and then I'm like really going after it. I'm really going towards it aggressively. And one of those things recently has been my OnlyFans account. So doing that, it may not seem like such a big deal to some people, and it's just like, well, it's just this, it's just that. But to me, that was a huge step, and I'll tell you why it was a huge step for me, and why it's so transformational for me. Because number one, body positivity, it takes so much courage to put yourself out there on a regular platform doing anything. So to put your body out there and to have people inviting people into your intimate space and stuff like that, it could be very intimidating. And it's something that I never personally thought that I would, if I would have asked myself 3 years ago if I was going to do anything like this, or if I would even consider, I would have laughed in your face. I would have hee ha ha'd on that ass. Like, I would have laughed at you, because I'm like, there's no way. Me, because I was not there with myself. And that's one of the reasons that I feel so good. I feel so good about my account and what it does for me, like emotionally and mentally. It's very empowering, and I understand that some people cannot see how certain things like that could be empowering. A lot of people do not see nudity as empowering. They see it as, oh, she's degrading herself. Oh, she's insecure. She has low self-esteem. And that's not the case for everybody. For some people that might be the case. But I feel like women have different ways of expressing themselves, and I feel like whatever works for you works for you. Some people get empowerment from, being covered up and modesty, and other people get, they feel empowered by doing whatever it is that they do and having their certain rules and regulations that they put on themselves. But for me, it's so empowering because as a mom, your body changes after you have a child, and for a long time I just felt really disconnected from my body. I didn't feel beautiful like I did before, and because I had my child at such a young age, I feel like before I even got to really grasp my body and really get into it, it had already changed, because I had my child at such a young age that it was just like, wow, like this is a big change for me. And there was times where I would not go out in a tank top. If it was a crop top, I would not wear it out because I would be too afraid to wear it out. I would feel so conscious about it, and just stuff like that. Like, there's no way like I said, I would laugh in your face. And I want to just say this because people might be looking at me depending on, you know, what you personally feel about yourself and being like, oh, well, how could you feel self-conscious about yourself? Like, you know, because I feel like people, if you're not bigger, you know, a lot of people be like, well, why would you feel self-conscious and stuff like that? But body positivity is really something that is important to everyone, and everybody has things that they're insecure about. Everybody has things that they wish that they might be able to change, and you know, it's perfectly normal. And I just want to stop the shaming that comes along with people who might appear to be beautiful, saying that, yeah, like, I don't always feel beautiful, I didn't always feel this way. Like, sometimes people really can't see the own beauty that they have inside, and for a long time I felt that way about myself, and some days I still feel that way. Like, I have my days, I feel like everybody has their days where they don't feel just, you know, the most beautiful person in the world, or they, you know, we all have those days, and we all have our reasons why we feel that way. But for the most part, this has been so empowering to me. But anyways, that was a huge tangent. And but anyways, why you should act in spite of fear is because, like, if I would have listened to myself, you know, listened to my negative self-talk, or if I would have been concerned about what other people might say about me, which has been a huge recurring theme for me in life, because I just feel like the reason why, for me, it feels like it's taken me a long time to get to this place, because I can just mentally go back to a time not that long ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, where I couldn't get past doing certain things, singing certain songs. It was affecting my art. I couldn't express myself fully because I was too afraid. Oh my gosh, when somebody hears this song, what are they going to think? And even those moments that I did push past, you know, those insecurities or those nagging thoughts, I couldn't perform those songs because I was too afraid. What will people think about me? What does it say about me if I make this kind of art? What does it say about me if I'm singing these kind of lyrics? Like, you know, it was so exhausting. Like, and I was just sharing how on my Instagram today, I was just saying how I feel so much more free. I feel so much more naturally myself. I feel my childlike essence is just on an all-time high, and that's something that I strive to always have and to always keep, because it's what keeps your youth, it's what keeps your, you know, it makes life better. Like, it keeps you happy, you know, being able to be that childlike, jovial self, because that inner child is always inside of you. Being able to tap back into that child that was in me, that is just so free and just is like, oh, I want to try this, so I'm going to do this, and oh, I'm going to do this. Like, that is something that is important, and you should not deny yourself of those curiosities. So I just want to encourage anyone who's watching this, if there is something that you want to do and you're specifically, you know, in your heart, the only reason why you can't bring yourself to do something is because maybe you're afraid of what your mom might think, maybe you're afraid of what your dad might think, your uncles, your cousins, what will they say? This is your life. It's your life. And at the end of the day, if anything, this corona situation should teach you that nothing is promised and nothing is guaranteed. So live your life for you and live. Living means making those decisions that feel true to you and standing on there, having faith in yourself, believing in yourself, and being the captain of your soul. You know, be the captain of your soul, and the people who love you will love you regardless. And if they don't, then that's conditional and you don't need it. It's toxic, because you need to make yourself happy. It's always your job to make yourself happy. No one else can make you happy. People can add to your happiness, but if you're depriving yourself of certain opportunities that you feel might be good for you, whether it's taking up a new hobby, a big thing for me in the last couple years have been dance. Getting back into dancing has been huge for my self-esteem, huge for my inner child, huge for my freedom and just overall wellness. It's been important. But you know, a lot of the times I didn't get back into dance because I was self-conscious. I was like, oh, I'm gonna look stupid. Negative self-talk. I'm gonna look dumb. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so awkward. What will people say about me if I dance like this? Like, I couldn't even post a picture. I couldn't even post a picture of me like twerking like a year and a half ago, because I was just, what will people think? What will people think? And to get rid of that, and to just continuously push myself to get out of that box, has been the best thing that has happened to me, because now I feel like I can be myself, and because I've broken so many barriers within myself and got rid of those voices that were telling me that I couldn't do this and I couldn't do that, it's helped everything. So I just want to encourage you guys. I feel like this video is kind of all over the place, but it is what it is. If you're with me and you get it, then it's for you, and if you don't, then I understand. By the way, give me a thumbs up for all this vulnerability and all this good energy and positive vibes. Give me a thumbs up. But yeah, I just want to encourage you to go for it. Whatever it is that you have on your heart, you know, keep pushing past the fear. Keep pushing past those negative thoughts until it's no longer a factor. Do it. Do it until it's no longer a factor. Keep telling yourself positive things until you stop, you know, talking negatively to yourself. Keep going. Keep pushing past. Do not stop. You know, do not let yourself get into a paralysis because of what you think other people are going to think about you, or what you think is going to be said about you. The truth is, no matter what you do, people are going to have something to say. It's just the truth. You can't get away from it. And the only way that people are not going to talk about you is if you say nothing or do nothing. I really believe that. So, you know, if you feel like something is right for you, then go for it. By all means, do it. Do what makes you happy. And the people that love you will be there for you. They will support you. They will surround you. And you will attract new people after you lose the dead weight. New people that align with your mental and your new mental goals and your new mental agility and spiritual agility and just all this happiness and joy. It attracts more people like that, and it's just going to enhance your life and make it so much better. I thoroughly feel that way, and I just want everybody who has a doubt in their mind about anything that they feel like they're not doing because of someone else, I just encourage you guys to take a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh look at that and decide to choose yourself and choose your own happiness and pave your own path, make your own way, create your own happiness. So I'm gonna end it there, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in for another talk, another chit chat with me. Make sure to check down below in my description for any links that might be there, and also stay tuned because I'm going to be doing another sex toy haul coming up either the day after this video or, you know, sometime soon. Okay, so follow me on Instagram. Love me long time. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will see you guys later. Stay posh. Thank you guys for watching yet another video of mine. Make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Also check out my Instagram at Melody Rain. Check the pinned comment below, and the description might have some really yummy links in there for you. Okay, bye.